What is more frightening, a queen who was murdered, or a history that keeps her crown and erases her face? Welcome to History Reborn AI. Mesopotamia remembered its royal women through statues, carved reliefs, seals, and sealed tombs. Behind that power stood political marriage, exile, betrayal, and deaths no one ever explained. Today, 20 royal women return through AI, rebuilt only from the traces that survived. Stay until number 1, where a single voice outlived an entire empire. If these forgotten faces move you, follow this journey and share it with someone who still believes history remembers everyone. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Number 20. A lump of ancient clay still holds an entire family. In Urkesh, a Hurrian city of the 23rd century before the Common Era, seal impressions name Uqnitum, queen of King Tutkish. She appears with her children, her attendants, and the daily machinery of a palace economy. Those small carved scenes are all AI has to work from, so her face returns as one careful reconstruction among many possible ones. History sees warmth here. The colder truth is that this intimate scene sat above a quiet war over succession. No tomb, no bones, no ending has ever been found for her or for her children. The family survived in clay. The fate behind it vanished. Number 19. In Lagash, a woman counted silver while an empire measured her worth. Baranamtarra, wife of Lugalanda, controlled great estates in the 24th century, before the Common Era. Her own seal survives, along with economic tablets recording wool, herds, and temple wealth, the fragile material from which AI can rebuild her image. Tradition remembers an efficient royal administrator. The record is colder. When her husband's regime fell, reformers accused the old court of grinding the poor, and her name was bound to that fallen order. Whether she was a manager or a beneficiary of injustice remains disputed. She controlled the wealth. The winners controlled the memory. Number 18. A daughter of the world's first empire stood between a god and a throne. Tuttanabshum was the child of Naram-Sin of Akkad, installed as high priestess at Nippur in the 23rd century before the Common Era. Seals belonging to her officials show a royal woman receiving petitioners in ceremonial robes, and from those small carved figures, a face can be cautiously reassembled. Her father declared himself divine. Some historians believe her own sanctity served the same political design. Honor surrounded her completely. Personal choice left almost no trace at all. No tomb, no letters, no words of her own remain. They lifted her toward the gods. The human voice inside her disappeared. Number 17. She sat calmly on a throne while the First Empire cracked beneath it. Tuta-shar-libbish was queen of Shar-Kali-Shari, the last strong king of Akkad. The seal of her steward shows her seated, attendants standing lower, rank made visible in stone, and this is the only evidence AI can use to return her face. The image speaks of order. The century did not. Rebellion, famine, and invasion tore Akkad apart within a generation. Whether that audience scene recorded real authority or careful propaganda, the record is uncertain. Her ending was never written down. She kept her seat on the throne while the empire walked out of the frame. Number 16. A headless body of stone still carries her name. Ninalla was the daughter of Ur-Baba and the wife of Gudea, ruler of Lagash in the 22nd century before the Common Era. Her statue survives, inscribed, robed in fringed cloth, and missing its face. Her husband became one of the most portrayed men of the ancient world, his features repeated in polished stone across museums. She left a torso. Any face AI gives her is an admitted guess, shaped from other women of her city and century, never from her. The bloodline she carried held the dynasty together. The husband left monuments. The wife left an absence. Number 15. A king gave her a seal, and the gift became a lock. Ea-nisha belonged to the royal household of Shulgi of in the 21st century before the Common Era. Her seal, presented by the king himself, shows an audience scene, a fringed robe, and a weapon symbol, whose meaning scholars still argue over. From that carved surface, AI can raise only a suggestion of her features. Power allowed her to be seen. Power also defined her entirely through a man. Her exact title, her later years, her death, all of it dissolves after the clay. She was visible for one moment. The gift that showed her also kept her silent. Number 14. A woman stands before the most powerful man in Sumer, holding a small vessel. Geme-Ninlila appears on a seal from the household of Shulgi, king of more than 4,000 years ago. Her jewelry, her fringed skirt, her steady posture, these details let AI rebuild a possible face from an image no larger than a thumb. The scene looks like favor. What the vessel meant, whether ritual, patronage, or reward, is only interpretation. Nothing records what she gained, what she owed, or how her life ended. Even her exact rank inside that court is unclear. Royal grace in Mesopotamia was rarely free. History kept the gift. The price was erased. Number 13. A princess was handed to the moon god, and the handover was politics. Enanedu, daughter of Kudur-Mabuk of Larsa, became high priestess of Nana at in the 19th century before the Common Era. Her inscriptions describe her restoring the sacred precinct and the resting places of earlier priestesses. No confirmed portrait of her exists. AI can approach her only through unnamed priestess statues of her own age, so her face must remain deliberately uncertain. Larsa needed and a daughter became the instrument. Her office was holy. Her appointment tightened her family's grip on a conquered city. She belonged to a god. She was delivered there by men. Number 12. A seated statue looks back with a calm, complete face. Almost none of that face is ancient. Enannatuma, daughter of Ishme-Dagon of Isin, served as high priestess at early in the 2nd millennium before the Common Era. Her inscribed statue survives, yet the head and much of the body were replaced in modern times, modeled on similar figures. AI can restore her, but honesty forces the question, restore whom? Every serene feature may belong to another woman entirely. Restoration rescued the object and quietly buried the scale of the loss. The inscription is ancient. The calm above it may not be. The statue was given a face. Certainty was never given back. Number 11. An Assyrian king carved a love letter into palace stone. Sennacherib called Tashmetu-sharrat his beloved wife and built a palace wing for her at Nineveh in the 8th century before the Common Era. No certain portrait of her exists. Inscriptions, royal jewelry, and seal imagery leave AI only a shadow to work from. Then the record simply stops. She disappears from the archives, replaced in the sources by another queen, while a brutal succession crisis consumed the dynasty. Whether she died, fell from favor, or was set aside, the truth remains disputed. He kept his words of love. History did not keep the woman he loved. Number 10. A king built a house for his dead wife, and the house disappeared. Esharra-hammat, queen of Esarhaddon, died in the 7th century before the Common Era, and Assyrian records mark both her death and the funerary monument raised for her. An engraved eye stone still carries her name. That inscribed stone and the royal costume of her age are all AI can build from. Public mourning was written into official history, something rare for any Assyrian woman. Yet her tomb has never been found. Whether it lies beneath a ruined palace or was destroyed long ago, no one knows. He built a place so she would never be forgotten. The place itself was lost. Number 9. Gold called her by name, and the body could not answer. Atalia was a queen of Sargon II, connected to the royal tombs beneath the palace at Nimrud in the 8th century before the Common Era. A rock crystal jar, mirrors, and jewelry carry her name, and remains from the second tomb have been linked to her, though that identification is still contested. AI can rebuild her face only with a warning attached. Some researchers believe her body was exposed to heat before burial, a detail no one has fully explained. She lived among mirrors and crystal, in a palace that outlived her. The treasure recognized Atalia. The dead stayed silent. Number 8. A curse was carved to protect her sleep. It failed in the strangest possible way. Yaba was queen of Tiglath-Pileser III, and her tomb at Nimrud held a golden crown, golden bowls, a sealed sarcophagus, and a written threat against anyone who disturbed her. The same tomb held the possessions of 3 queens and only 2 bodies. Which skeleton belongs to Yaba is still disputed, so any reconstruction of her face carries an open question inside it. 3 names, 2 skulls, and 1 face that will not resolve. The gold survived perfectly. The identities did not. She forbade the living to enter her grave. History laid them all down together anyway. Number 7. Her name was cut into a stone coffin, beside a curse on anyone who opened it. Mullissu-mukannishat-Ninua was queen of Ashurnasirpal II, buried in the 9th century before the Common Era beneath the palace at Nimrud. The inscription records her name, her father, and her rank. The sarcophagus was smashed, the burial plundered, and almost nothing of her body remained. AI can dress her in the jewelry and robes of her court, yet her features stay in shadow because the evidence for them was stolen. Scholars still debate whether she held her title as queen, as royal mother, or across 2 reigns. When the tomb finally opened, there was almost nothing left to protect. Number 6. A crown was placed on a girl who barely had time to wear it. Hama has been identified as the queen of Shalmaneser IV, buried at Nimrud in the 8th century before the Common Era. Her skeleton, her seal, her gold, and the exact position of her jewelry all survived, making her one of the strongest reconstructions here. Study of her bones suggests she was perhaps 18 to 20 years old when she died. Illness, childbirth, or something moving inside the palace, the cause was never recorded. She reached the highest place a woman could reach, and the record ends there. A girl was given her name back after 3,000 years. Number 5. Legend turned her into a conqueror, and the legend swallowed the woman. Shammuramat was the wife of Shamshi-Adad V and the mother of Adad-nirari III in the 9th century before the Common Era. A stele from Assur names her beside 3 generations of kings, an honor almost unheard of for an Assyrian woman. No portrait of her survives, so AI can approach her only through the royal dress of her time. Some historians believe she stands behind the later myth of Semiramis, queen of impossible armies and hanging gardens. Whether she ruled, governed as regent, or merely held influence remains disputed. They made her immortal, then lost her completely. Number 4. She never wore a king's crown, yet an empire swore an oath before her. Naqia, also called Zakatu, was the mother of Esharra-hammat and the grandmother of Ashurbanipal in the 7th century before the Common Era. A bronze relief shows her walking beside her son in a mural crown, one of the rare identified images of an Assyrian royal woman, and a firm foundation for reconstruction. She survived assassination, civil war, and the death of her own child. Then she forced the nobility to swear loyalty to her grandson, in writing, under threat. Some call that salvation. Some call it the seed of the next war. She was never king. The empire still knelt. Number 3. A queen raises a wine cup in a garden of vines and birdsong. Libbali-sharrat, wife of Ashurbanipal, appears on a carved relief from Nineveh in the 7th century before the Common Era. Crowned, enthroned, serene. Her crown, her robe, her profile are unusually clear for an ancient woman, which makes this reconstruction unusually confident. The scene looks like paradise. Then the eye drifts to the tree behind her. Hanging from a branch above the banquet is the severed head of Tuman, king of Elam. Whether she held real power or simply crowned a scene of victory is still argued. She lifted her cup beside the face of a kingdom that had been crushed. Number 2. Beneath the sand at a woman was found wearing a headdress of gold. Puabi was buried some 4,600 years ago in the royal cemetery of a Sumerian city. Her skull, her bones, her lapis lazuli and carnelian, and a seal carrying her own name all survived, enough for a genuine forensic reconstruction of her face. She is remembered as the Golden Queen, and her seal names her by title, not by a husband. Whether she ruled independently remains disputed. Around her lay dozens of other bodies, attendants who entered that grave with her for reasons still argued over. The gold kept the glory, the dead kept the truth. Number 1. More than 4,000 years ago, a woman put her name to a poem and became the first author known to history. Enheduanna was the daughter of Sargon of Akkad, high priestess of the moon god at A carved alabaster disc names her, records her lineage, and shows her presiding over ritual, cracked and pieced together, yet enough to bring her face back. Her own verses describe her driven from her temple, humiliated, sent into exile during a rebellion. The poems survive through later copies, and her authorship is still debated. An empire's daughter left behind the voice of a woman cast out. They pushed her from the temple. Her voice outlived the throne. The faces have returned, yet the power and the pain behind them remain in shadow. History Reborn AI will keep waking the voices that empires buried. Thank you for walking through the dark with us.